What is up, you guys? Welcome back to another video. I'm going to talk about you getting summer ready. Now, summer's approaching, it's getting warmer outside. Everybody's like, look, it's time to snatch everything up. But before you do that, I want you to approach it in a way that you're actually going to get results and you're actually going to be able to stick to, because unfortunately, and this is what a lot of scammy people and scammy programs take advantage of, is you're willing to do whatever it takes to get the body that you want, and you're willing to do whatever it takes to get there. And sometimes it isn't the healthiest or the best or even most effective approach. I'm here to give you the guidance, give you the steps so that you can achieve the body of your dreams this summer and the summers after that, and keep it going for the rest of your life so that you don't always have to start over every year. So the first place I want to start before we get into any of this is a summer ready body, or a summer body, or whatever you want to call it, is going to be different for everybody. This is going to look different for you than it is going to look different for me than for anybody else, because this is a very personal goal for you. Now, skinny and thin and lean may be your summer body, maybe more toned, more muscular, more defined body for somebody else. Maybe you just want to be stronger this summer. I mean, the goals can be whatever you want them to be, right? Because they're yours. First and foremost, establish what do you actually mean by summer body, because we just see like people online looking great in their bikinis or whatever. We're like, I want to look like that, but when you really think about it, it isn't really your body type, or it really isn't what you even want. So the first step is get clarity on what that means. And for me, it's not to be as thin as possible and skinny and lean. It's to be a little bit thinner, just a couple pounds lighter, but nothing crazy. And for some of you, that may mean a more drastic weight loss. So again, figure out what that means, and remember, a summer body and a summer ready body is whatever you want it to mean. I'm gonna start off by saying this. I should have put this disclaimer in the beginning. If you're somebody who's not really interested in the whole summer body ready movement and you think it's a scam and fat shaming or whatever, if you're in that party of people, totally cool, then this video isn't for you. But I'm assuming if you're watching this, that's not where you fall. But yeah, I just want to say that summer ready and a body that's ready for summer is unique, and it doesn't mean the same thing for everybody. And if you're not interested in making massive changes like this, or even any changes, you just want to be where you're at now, cool, then again, this video isn't for you. But I'm assuming, once again, if you're watching this, that's where your head's at. So that's where I'm addressing this from. So yeah, you need to establish what a summer body is for you. Once you've established that, the next thing that you want to do is you have to understand, we're in April right now. No, we're in May. And summer is technically a month and a half away. And summer does last a long time, especially here in Los Angeles, so you have plenty of time. But for the most part, 3 to 4 months is really all the time that we have. Be realistic. Understand that if you're just starting or you're recently started, you're not going to see a massive difference. That's not to say you're not going to see any difference, but you have to start with the expectation, knowing that you're not going to see massive results. Have you ever heard the saying where it's like your summer body starts the winter before or the summer before? That's true, because it takes 6 months to a year to really see a drastic difference, whereas 3 to 4 months is enough to see some changes, but it's not going to be a massive body transformation. So don't set yourself up for failure by expecting more than what's realistic. Now, 3 to 4 months is plenty of time to see a difference, and we're going to talk about that in a second. But again, understand that we're on short notice. It's not a long time. It doesn't mean you can't see results, but at the same time, stay realistic and understand that your body changes will take time. And again, we're not just doing it for the summer. We want to do it for the summers next year, the following year, and forever, so that we don't always have to start over every year. It takes time, but with the time that you have, you can make the changes. The best time to start anything was yesterday. The second best time is today. The third thing, if you want to make actual changes happen, you have to be aggressive. And because of the short amount of time that we have from now until the prime of summer, you don't have the luxury of doing this kind of half-ass. And you can if you want to, and understand that you're not going to see the results that you want to see. But if you really want to make massive changes, you're going to have to be more strict with yourself. And that means not going out every weekend and drinking to the point of blackouts, not eating out every night, not eating over your limit every day, not drinking your water, not taking care of your sleep. Like, you have to be determined and focused on what it is that you want to accomplish, and understand that you're going to have to make some sacrifices. There are some times that you're not going to be able to go out, you're not going to be able to do some things that you want to be doing for the sake of your goals and achieving that. Now again, back to my overall point here, if that's not where you're trying to be, if that's not where your mental space is at, that's fine, but that's what it takes, especially given the fact that you're starting now and you want to see a difference in 3 to 4 months. You're going to have to stay on track, and you're going to have to stay focused. You don't have the luxury of taking 3, 4, 5 days off. and not doing anything for your goals. Again, understand that if you're committed, you're committed, and then you'll see results. But again, it's not going to come with half-assed efforts and half-assed commitment. And some days you're disciplined, other days you're not. It's going to have to be at least 80% or higher for you to really see the changes that you want to see. So again, understand that that's going to mean sacrifices. You're going to have to make some changes, and it's part of the process. The fourth thing that I want you to keep in mind is you're not going to build a bunch of muscle. So the main thing you want to keep your focus on is your diet. 3 to 4 months is enough time to see a difference in the gym, but it's not a significant amount of time, especially when it comes to building muscle. You can't expect to build a giant butt in that amount of time, or tone your legs a lot, or make your back really nice and fit and shredded and all that. It's going to take more than that. But what you can do is focus on your dietary intake, meaning stay in the calories that you need to be staying in. I will provide a link below where you can enter or find that number out for yourself. But you have to stay within that limit, and that's going to result in the most drastic weight loss, not the workouts that you're doing. Now, this doesn't mean you don't work out. This doesn't mean you're not training. Absolutely, it does, at least 3 times a week. But remember, the main focus to see such drastic changes in this short amount of time is to focus on your diet, because that's really ultimately where the results come from, to see the body fat go down and to see yourself lean out. So again, remember, it's not a long time to see a bunch of muscle gains and to look really fit, but it is enough time to focus on your diet and dial that in and ensure that you're eating the appropriate amount, and then see that body fat go down. Work out 3 to 4 times a week, maybe 5 if you can, but the main thing that I want you to be focusing on is ensuring that you stay in a calorie deficit and eating high amounts of protein. That's going to be the best way you're going to see results in such a short amount of time. And lastly, don't do something that you're not going to continue doing after summer is over, because that's going to contribute to you not sticking to it and having to start again next year. And the whole point of starting this journey is to, yes, we want aggressive results right now because we're on such short time, but we want to continue those habits moving forward so that next year, imagine in a year if you stayed consistent from now until next summer. Like, crazy, right? So don't choose habits, don't follow diets, don't do crazy workouts that you're going to give up once it comes October, November, when it starts to cool down for here, us in LA, until December or January, because you're just going to fall off the wagon completely. If you don't enjoy running, don't choose that as your main workouts. If you don't enjoy CrossFit, don't choose that as your main workout. If you don't enjoy a keto diet, don't choose that as your diet. Choose something that is aggressive, is strict, yes, because of the short amount of time we have, but not something that isn't sustainable for you. And again, that's going to be different for everybody, but at the end of the day, think about it in the past, things that you've done before that haven't worked, that just stress you out and never get you anywhere and just cause more anxiety about food and working out and results. Anything you've tried in the past that has caused that, that's probably a good indication that that isn't for you. So figure out something that you can actually stick to, is fun, is enjoyable, that you see yourself doing past this summer and the summers after that, and you're way more likely to stay consistent and way more likely to actually do it for a long period of time to be able to see that massive transformation that takes 6 months to a year, if not longer. Pretty much, I just wanted to give you guys a little bit of advice in terms of choosing how you want to approach this, because many people are going to pursue the summer ready body challenges and diets and things like that, and I hate to see people try those things and then fail massively and then feel like crap and then give up and not even try anymore, where if they just chose a better approach and actually focused on sustainability and doing something long term, then they'd be way more successful, and then they wouldn't have to feel like restarting every time, because that does defeat you. That does make you feel like you can't do something, when in reality you can. It's just you're choosing the wrong approach, trying to fit yourself into a box that you don't fit into, you know? There is absolutely nothing wrong with wanting to choose aggressive summer body ready goals. There is nothing wrong with that, as long as you understand, be realistic, be aggressive, be focused, be determined, and choose something that you actually enjoy doing. As long as you do those things, there is no reason why you can't see great progress in the next 3 to 4 months, and again, the time after that, for the rest of your life. So you got this. Summer is ready, so let's get focused, let's get on it, let's do what we gotta do, and get to enjoy the results that come from those efforts. And it's really cool to see where you'll be in 3 to 4 months if you just put your head down and work. So I hope this was helpful. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Please let me know if you have any questions or concerns about what I talked about, what kind of videos you want to see regarding the summer body trend, time of year kind of thing. I'd be happy to make that for you. I will catch you guys in the next one, but again, don't forget to subscribe, like the video, do all those things, and I'll see you in the next one.